CNS stands for Covenant Not to Sue. You may have heard of this also as a no further action letter. And what this does is the party in question receives from the government a CNS which states the government agrees they've cleaned up a specific contaminant below government standards. And so the government agrees they will not go after you for that particular contaminant. In other words, no further action. However, this only protects you from the government. It does not protect you from impacted third parties like neighbors. And it only protects you from identified contaminants. The example I use is MTBE. MTBE is a gas additive they use to replace lead, but what they have found out is that MTBE may be just as bad as lead in that it mixes really well with groundwater, and instead of being a heavy metal that sinks, it spreads through the ground, so it can have a much larger area that it can contaminate. I field calls from people telling me they have a client that received a CNS, and now the government is coming back and telling them they have to do additional investigation. I ask them if the government is telling them they need to test for MTBE, and they state that is exactly what they're looking for. Well, it's only recently the government has decided to test for MTBE, and so if they did not test for MTBE when the CNS was issued, then they can reopen the case.